What's up? Here we go, T Smalls.
What's going on, Mr. Palmer? How you doing, sir?
I'm having a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Welcome to Let's Talk Under the Tree. We have Miss Nicole Donald. Some folks call her ND. Do you think that stands for North Dakota?
Nah, I don't know, man. It might be. We're going to find out tonight, though.
That stands for no doubt.
No doubt. Can you think of another word, Smalls, what that stand for? ND. The only thing I can think of is North Dakota.
I'm all blank right now. Maybe during the show, I'll think of something.
Okay. Don't say North Dakota because I ain't cold and I ain't boring. Okay.
Yeah, no delivery. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Talk Under the Tree. I'm Mr. Palmer, co-host T Smalls in the house. Show us some love.
Man, we talking under the tree.
Show us some double love.
Hey, man, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine?
Every day, I think you getting a little better with that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I even looked at the movie, Mr. Rogers, man. It's a pretty good movie, by the way, man. Gotta check it out.
It's pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good, dog. Gotta check it out.
We're going to take a pause for the calls. We'll be back. We'll be right back with this interview. We'll be back in 1 second.
Who is you?
Yeah, this is a story of famous dog. The dog.
All right, we back in the house. We've been waiting on your ass.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And Mr. Smalls, I might even get him to cuss tonight.
Oh. Okay. Listen here, you're in the presence of a sailor, so trust me. It ain't nothing you can say that would offend me.
I think I might have seen a post a while back. Maybe you might have made 2 men at the same time or whatever the case may be. And you know what goes through everybody's mind, you know, when we hear those things, right, T Smalls?
Oh, yeah. You'd be like, oh, damn.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell? And when you said that, the first thing came to my mind was this right here.
Who is you?
And we're going to find the hell out right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you say 2 men, I know you said you previously did that, you know, some years back, or I don't really know. What really goes on with something like that? What happened? What led up to it? Who is Nicole Donald?
Okay, so first off, let me just start by saying I never try to push my beliefs or my thoughts or anything onto anybody else. I feel like everybody has their own life experiences, and it leads them up to be the person that they are. And, once me and you discussed this thing and you said that, you wanted to bring me on and have this conversation, I really thought long and hard about, why I lived that type of lifestyle, or, what was going on in my life that led up to it. And, these are things that I had talked about and like tried to hone in on years before, so it really wasn't new for me to come up with the whys. And I can only speak as to my why, my truth, and it all, going back years. I remember being a young girl, and this is just leading up to how my frame of thought, how I think the way that I do. I remember being a young girl. My parents divorced when I was 5 years old. And after the divorce, my mother used to openly talk about, my father and, his infidelities and stuff like that. So my first imprint in my life about men and their relationship with women was they were no good, because that's what I was seeing. That's what I was hearing, not necessarily seeing, but I was hearing that. I mean, and my mother wasn't doing it intentionally. She was never doing it, telling it to us, but it was open conversations that was had with other family members and other people that I heard, so that was imprint number one. One of the first relationships I knew, man and woman, was my mother and father, and he cheated. It was infidelity there. And, that led up to my mother eventually getting with another boyfriend that she had for a number of years. And he was living in the house with us. And we had bought a bigger house, and we had a guest bedroom. And I remember being a young girl, a preteen, and the guest bedroom, we had a cousin who was a few years younger than my mom. He used to come live with us, when he fell out with his old lady or whatever he had going on, he'll come live with us. And he was a self-proclaimed, I guess, player, what would be known as a player. This was back in the day, when the brothers do the kung fu. He could do kung fu, he could do all this stuff. He was like a little lady killer, So he used to live with us. And this when speakerphones was getting big, and I remember him sitting me and my sister down in front of the speakerphone while he was talking and macking these girls. And he was basically telling us, listen, learn, watch. And sometimes they used to come over to the house, he out there in the driveway, and we could see their interaction. He knew we was peeking out the curtains. He'll tell us to look. So he was teaching me the game from the other side. So I was learning basically the cheater's way from a cheater, from a player. He was showing me and my sister these things that young, impressionable girls probably shouldn't have been hearing and knowing. And I knew that, and I saw that side of it. So that was imprint number 2 in my life. Second male, a cheater, my cousin. No good, got women coming and going and all this old crazy stuff, and he's handling them and doing them any kind of way. And it was okay, for him. And that was imprint number 2. So time goes on, my mother marries that boyfriend, and my mother was always a person that went to work, and, they used to party and club. He was a DJ, they did their little thing. She wasn't like a little homebody,
Right.
And lo and behold, she pulls up. After the wedding, they've been together these years. They get married. After the wedding, she pulls up on him and his other woman. Imprint number 3. Third time, men ain't shit. That's what's being put in my young head. That they ain't shit. You got to try to. Yeah. You got to be like the cobra. You got to strike them before they get you, because that's what I learned as a young girl. So I was seeing things different that most young women probably didn't see. And I was learning the game from a flip side, from a male point of view, which gave me somewhat of a male perspective on relationships. I knew how to, even as a young girl, I knew how to interact with them without all that lovey-dovey falling in love, how the girls were, True enough, yeah, I'm human. I did get caught slipping one time. I was a cheerleader, Laquita could attest to it. We went to school together, went away to a national competition. I come home, the nigga tell me he done cheated on me. Like, because I was a virgin. See, I was a virgin. So I wasn't giving up the goods. You feel me? But for me, I'm raised by these dudes that's teaching me how to move like a snake.
Right.
So what I did, and this is my truth, this is what I did. I gave his best friend my virginity. Honey, they locked up like bulls the next day in school, fighting, throwing down, baby. You hear me? And I was laughing inside. Wow. You didn't cheat on me. You didn't cheat on me. I got him back. And I gave the goods to his best friend. Wow. And they fought, honey. It was a big old mess, but I didn't care. I really didn't.
See, when two men fight for you like a bull, that makes you, that makes you become a person like this right here.
Look at her. She's a bad mama down. Just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad mama down.
Is this true? Hey, Smalls, what you think? Is this true?
It got to be, man. They fighting. They fighting. They throw this boy. Hey, all I can say is, boy, that hurt that man to his heart.
Right.
Hurt to his heart. He shouldn't have cheated. I mean, hey, I'm trying to have a little boyfriend. You know what I mean? I'm I'm trying to be the good girl cheerleader, not trying to spread it around and all this stuff. And then I go on a competition and it's food cheap. And then tell me, like, bruh, why would you listen? I don't never confess, baby. You better come. Listen here, you better come lay hands on me and be like, I see you. Because Nicole, hey, I'm like Shaggy. It wasn't me. Hey, it wasn't me, baby. It wasn't me. You better come put hands on me.
Hey, Smalls, do you think this sounds like an entanglement?
Yeah, she had an entanglement for sure. You know what I mean? That's damn sure what it is. It sounds like it to me. Hey, and you know what? The entanglement led to the post entanglement that happened the next day when they locked up with each other.
Exactly.
They were fighting.
Right.
Exactly. So
before you get to that right there, special guest, and you travel all around the world. I'm gonna give you a little introduction. He has a little crush on you, but he has something that he's gonna ask you. He has about 15 kids, 15 baby mamas. But you want to come on here and give you some words of encouragement. I'm gonna play a clip real quick. He wanted you to know what kind of person he is. Hold on, real quick.
Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left was alone. Papa was a rolling stone.
That's the maintenance man. Maintenance man, JT in the house.
What's going on, big dog? Man, look, man, we happy to see you tonight, big dog.
Hey, man, it's good to be here as always.
Right. I know you have a little crush on Miss Nicole, and I told you a little bit about her background backstage a little bit, but you let all that slide, and love with two men at the same time. So what you got to say? You're going to let all that go. I told her you had 15 kids. I'm going to play your video clip, and make it official so she could make her mind of what you're about to do.
Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left was alone. Papa was a rolling stone.
Before you get into that, Miss Nicole, have you ever had a maintenance man?
No, I haven't had a maintenance man.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well,
never a maintenance man. I had a jack of all trades. They know a little something about something, but they wasn't taking nothing.
That 2021 might be a good year for you. What you think, T Small?
Hell yeah, 2021. Hey, anything got to be better than 2020, dog. I was trying to tell you.
No, right? Oh my God.
Well, maintenance man, go ahead and do what you do, brother.
Yeah, man. So, and keeping in the tradition of the conversation, talking about 2020, man, life throws some things at you, man, and make you feel a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you don't always feel like you used to feel about certain things. You know what I'm saying? So, I've been admiring from afar, How you doing, Miss Nicole?
How you doing?
Oh, he shooting the shot.
Just give him a round of applause real quick, because this here is world star, world star maintenance man all over the country. And
I don't throw myself out there much, man, but I've been feeling myself here lately. So I feel like I might need to do something different, man. I might need to, settle down. And I was just wondering, Nicole, if you would take a shot on a man like me, I might be able to do something, and we may be able to do something together to last a lifetime.
Well, unfortunately, maintenance man. That's what I was telling Mr. Palmer. I say, unfortunately, like I was telling Mr. Palmer, I am currently involved with one man, and I'm giving the one guy thing a try, and I'm already spoken for.
Well, at least he shot a shot. He shot
Yes,
the shot.
he did.
He shoot the shot, bro.
Yeah,
He did.
Big like Keith Sweat. Do something.
I lost my sound a little bit. Hold on.
I can hear you. Matter of fact, I'm hurt. I was gonna play the song at y'all wedding reception, but that went to shit. You know what I'm saying? That went to shit right there. Y'all could have did a little traveling or something like that. You know what I'm saying, Smalls?
Oh yeah.
I don't think we're gonna get to hear this song, bro.
Yeah, I think this might be the only time we get to hear it in this occasion.
And you just flew in from California, so that gave me the idea you could play this at your wedding reception.
And see, I work out there, so I'm in Cali all the time. I got to go back down to 21st. I'll be back in California again.
There it is.
You have a question on the house. T Smalls, what they say?
All right. Were you in love with two men or just involved with two men? Oh, you know what? That's a great question.
And see, that's what I was leading up to. Telling my background and my story. I just wanted to give some idea as to my train of thought and how I was raised, which made it easier for me to have those involvements without all the drama and craziness. That's how it started out, you know, and having those involvements with multiple people without the love. As I gotten older, the walls kind of come down a little bit. You kind of settle in. And, you know, it was times in my life to where I realized, you know, the old saying, oh, a woman can look up longer than a man can look down. But I believe in, that is true. However, I believe in a man. See, that thing could be looking like it could be 50 years old, look like a Cadillac that's been parked in the garage every day. But if a woman get all them miles down there, baby's looking like some bald head tires. Like, you know, you see what I'm saying? So I ain't want all them miles on me. You know, from that lifestyle, you know, you got to slow it down sometime and not put all them miles on your body, because at the end of the day, I'm still a human. I'm still a real person. And I know the saying, you know, it's hard for a woman to keep open her legs without opening her heart. Right. And that's real talk.
Right.
You know, when in the act of sex itself, the man enters in the woman. She letting you enter her, you know, and when it's all said and done, he pulls out and he could wash her off for him and go on to the next one. Yeah. But he done deposited something in her. You see what I'm saying? He's in her. So time took over, life took over, and I learned that I couldn't be Rolling Stone. See, I was the Rolling Stone. It wasn't no Papa was a Rolling Stone. Mama was a Rolling Stone. But I kept that life from my kids. You know, my children didn't see Tom, Dick, and Hoppo all that laying up in my bed. No, bro. If they with their grandma or they grandma and they papa or they nana and they granddaddy, you could come over tonight. But if not, I need to come to your crib. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. So that's how I was moving. I was moving like that. As time went on and I allowed my emotions to come into play. See, I turned that nigga down and turned that female up. You know what I mean? I turned the nigga down and turned the female up. When I turned the female up, I cut out a lot of the other extracurricular stuff, and I allowed myself to let people in my personal space. And that's when love came into play, and not just lust, but because of my previous life experiences, I did allow myself to let more than one person in my personal space. And that's how it became to be loving two people. And I do believe that a person can honestly love two people. You know, most women want to get, and men, I think it's a arrogance, a cockiness that, oh, if he cheating on me, he can't possibly love me. That's a lie. He can love you. Everybody make mistakes. He can love you and get caught up with another broad. That can happen. And he can call up and he can
I subscribe to that opinion.
He could love you. He could love you to the best of his ability. Stop expecting people to love on you like you love on them. His love could be different than your love. You know what I'm saying? You could love at 1,000 all the time. And sometimes people love at 50.
We forget sometimes that we more like animals than we lend to give credit to. It's a reason why it don't take much for a nigga dick to rise. That's nature.
Yes.
Every time my dick rose didn't mean in my mind I said it's time to go. You feel me? But nature will make a man be a man. We were put here to connect and procreate. So I agree with you in the fact that you can have love, true undying love for multiple people. But you cannot always find 2 or more people that
To love.
subscribe to that idea.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that idea is a written idea by men.
Yes.
You feel me?
Mhm.
So I'm with you.
That's just like saying, you know, I'm gonna go there. I know some people, you know, anti-Bible, white man Bible, and all this. But if we're gonna keep it real and go there, how did the people have multiple? So you mean to tell me that one man didn't love those other women? He did. He loved them, and they was cool with that. Even in African society, the man had more than one woman. So you mean to tell me he only loved that one, and it's only possible to love that one? Get the fuck out of here. That ain't even real.
I was just about
That ain't even real.
I was thinking about that the whole time. I was like, you know, we need to go to Africa. Let's get some African rules up in here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how they roll. You know, let's see how they handle the situation.
You don't have to go to Africa.
You ain't got to go to Africa. It's right here. It's right here. But let me tell you, like the dude I'm currently talking to, when I'm involved with, you know, he put me on to some people that he was following, you know, in there. So I'm watching the videos and I'm like, one of them, he got 2 in the house, you know, he got his wife and he got his other wife, I guess that's what we gonna call her, you know. And he was like, oh yeah, that's my mentor. You know, I like this guy. That's my mentor. I say, mentor, you say, okay. So when people have a mentor, they strive to be like that mentor. I say, so you trying to have 2 wives? He was like, no. I said, okay, because let me know something now. I say, because one thing about it, 2 things for sure. I'm not finna be laying in the bedroom. I'm expecting you to come in the room Tuesday night. But Tuesday night, you decide to go in her room. Nah, bruh. I said, that shit ain't gonna happen. I say, whoever it is, we both gotta like this broad, okay? Because everybody finna be in the room. You ain't finna leave me out. And I'm sitting all huffing and puffing and mad and shit. Oh, no.
You greedy.
No.
You greedy.
Hey,
you greedy.
Hey,
I ain't greedy. I'm just hungry. We don't say that. I ain't greedy.
My hours are from 9 to 5. I'm gonna come see you Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
You know, and like I said, you know, before, I just think it's you know, don't nobody want to think about they dude or somebody needing somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel like you giving it all, you giving everything, but sometimes it's not about you. It's about them. That's you true. Could be giving 1,000. It's not about you. It's about them and what they got going on. And for me, I was just able to move. You got to look at my lifestyle. I'm a merchant seaman. I be in and out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I could be here, there, everywhere. You know, hey, they need me to work over. Shit, I could be in Vegas somewhere with the next person. So I was able to make moves that a lot of people on 9 to 5, you know, on schedules and stuff like that wasn't able to move. But I'd be lying to y'all if I told y'all that lifestyle it started when I became a merchant seaman. No, I was already Hoisha back in the day before I became a merchant seaman. You know what I mean? I was doing reckless stuff, but that's the lifestyle that I knew. That's how I was that's what I was raised seeing. I'm not gonna say my mom showed me that. I saw that from the male side. You know, I looked at things totally different. I look at things nowadays, even like talking to my female friends, I be totally out of the box on what they think. You know what I'm saying? Because they you think like a nigga. It is what it is. That don't involve me. It done made me miss a lot of pitfalls that I'm seeing y'all fall in. You know what I mean? Because
you chose not to be a victim. You saw from the inside out. You chose not to be a victim.
Yes. And I learned to take people for what they were. You are what you are. I'm not going to make or break no dude. I'm not finna change nobody. I ain't saving nobody. All that putting on the cape bullshit. My cape been put up. Only people I put my cape on for now is my children. They grown as hell, but I fly all the time, saving their ass all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't try to I take people for what they are. What you show me, it is what it is. I'm gonna take you for it. That's what you are, bro. I'm gonna expect you to be who you are. So for me, I lived like that. I maneuvered like that. I moved like that, and I found myself spinning and spinning and spinning. And like I said, I stopped it when I got tired, and I was like, let me pull back. now I ain't got to be trying to juggle all this stuff in my mind. Cause boy, that type of lifestyle is a little tiring,
I like to give a shout out to all my Salt Life sisters out there. I want to. Hey,
You know what?
we really appreciate you.
Guess what, Paul? We didn't know them Salt Life sisters do all this.
I mean, I ain't even gonna say all of them do, but you got some that can move like that, and then you got others. You will be a damn fool to be out there
sitting in my
on
way.
that boat, and you working with these men. I'm saying, and you working with these men, you hearing how they talk. Trust me when I tell you, these dudes talk way worse than females. I mean, oh my God. You thinking you moving in silent and they trying to put you on blast on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, is we grown or not? So for me, that's why I pull back on a lot of stuff and just like, let me just settle this thing down. Let me calm this, put the lid on this pot, and I found myself involved with two guys, and I love them for different things. They were different people, totally different people. One was a fucking hothead. That's the one you saw me with. I sent you the pictures, Leander, me with the AR, at the gun range, just doing stuff. But I loved him. I did love him. And I loved everything about him. I mean, I'm the type of person I'd lay there and I'm one of them people that watch you when you sleep, and I'm like, should I know every move you got? No, not psycho-like, but I learned.
You ain't on no antebellum type junk, huh?
No. I mean, as far as like, every mole you got on your face, every mark, just stuff about you. I love men. I think they beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not beautiful, but handsome. I love everything about a man. So for me, I'm just totally involved and engulfed into the person that's in my face that I'm with. And see, the thing that caught some guys off by surprise was my honesty, because how intimate I am with a man. Mm-hmm. I had somebody, hey, is it me or do you treat everybody like this? I said, no, it's me. I treat everybody like this. It's not you. You ain't special. That's my MO. That's how I move. That's how I am. I feel a man is the man, and I'm gonna treat him like a man.
Let me ask you this, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I got to get this in. Say, saying you with a man intimate and you watching him one eyeball open. So would you just start licking his face like a cat?
I have, yes. I'm a ear nibbler, neck biting.
Wow.
Yeah, all of that. That's me.
Damn.
So, I got a question though. I got a question.
Okay.
So when you chose to say you were all about this individual, so how did the second guy come in?
Because
now, how did that blossom into something more real?
Because the individual wasn't all about me. He left room for infiltration. You see what I'm saying? So you leave the space. I was the type I was gonna fill it. That's just what it was. Right. I mean, you can't build a house and goddamn it don't put no door on it. You know what I mean? Like,
that's real.
What's up, bro? Like, what we doing here?
Right.
And it got times like, especially when I was selling on the East Coast, the vessels I was on, we just had ship email, and I'm telling them, hey, drop me a line, send me a little email or whatever. Because those little connection, that type of connection stuff, it means a lot when you out on that water. Mm-hmm. So you leaving me open, you're not communicating with me. So next thing I know, I had a young chief mate that, that was my flavor. And me and him ended up vibing. And 6 years later, I was with that man for 6 years.
Wow.
6 years.
A chief mate, dog.
Yeah, so, God. It's like, things happen. I let this person into my life, into my space, and everything died down. He actually was the one that asked me to cut all of the other stuff out and just be monogamous with him. And I did. I dropped everything.
He knew how you got down and everything, though.
Well, this was the catch. He was attached. He had a situation.
Okay.
So he was like, so at the end of the day, of course, I ain't finna cut everything off. And then, you going home to some shit, you know what I'm saying? And I got I got a king size bed with no king, so I'm like, what? Hold on, bro. So I did once again. I evolved again, and then instead of down to the 2, I did say, well, you know what? I'm comfortable. At this time, I started having my grandkids. I got to the point to where I really didn't want to share me with nobody but them. You know, I wanted to be. I'm going out to see. I'm coming home. I don't want to be I didn't want to have to be doing date nights all the time and all this. And I'd rather be there playing with my babies. And that's the type of time I was on. So I was able to scale it back again and just be monogamous with one person. And you know, it was good. He was fulfilling everything that I needed. But you know, honestly, coronavirus kind of killed that off. It was just like the distance in the space. Coronavirus killed it.
Hey, everybody got to practice social distancing.
Hey, fellas, before y'all, let me say this. I think I didn't peeped up, you know, what she trying to do. Her job is to turn a man out completely, make him crazy as a motherfucker. Hey, am I lying? Hey, what y'all think?
Hey man, you might have to play that song again, boy. She's a bad man, jam up.
I think, you know what? I think she deserved that because she tried to turn a man out, and they crazy as hell. They don't know which way they coming or going. What y'all think?
Oh man, hey, look,
that was
you know the song?
That's never.
Hey.
Look at her. She's a bad man.
I swear on everything I love. In all honesty, that right there has never been my intention. I just be me. I like I say, I love being in the company of a man, you know, just love vibing with him and us doing our thing and spending time and stuff like that. So I just give that time and that energy. And a lot of times, you know, I was available to do things, you know, and you know, financially had the means to do things that, you know, some people probably didn't have. And it just worked out for me to have that type of lifestyle, you know, to where I was able to juggle stuff. But I just treat everybody good. Like I said, when you meet me, I very rarely meet a stranger. I'm cool with everybody. And people tell me all the time, oh, I'm so used to red women being all stuck up. Them chicks ain't me, bro. I'm cooler than a fan. I used to get on my daughter because she's, you know, looks like me and stuff. And why this person in my inbox? Why they saying it? Just, I mean, what's wrong with conversing with a person? You know what I mean? You ain't got to shoot people down all the time or be nasty. I'm always friendly. I'm cordial with people. I'm a real, hey, I eat crabs. I drink beer. I hang out. I do all of that. I ain't got to be no champagne type of girl. No, give me a good old Bud Light. And hey, I'm good to go. I'm a sailor all day long. And I grew up in Kid Night. I grew up in Kidnight. I grew up in Sherwood. I'm from the hood. I'm from around the way. I'm not no bougie chick. I'm not all of that stuff, you know. And I'm just me. So I just treat people cool and just be and vibe with people. And I think my personality allows a lot of guys to really fall for me or, you know, be on a certain level with me because how real I am. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna candy coach nothing, but I would never demean a guy and a man and stuff like that. If me and you got beef or whatever, that's going to be squashed between me and you. I don't need to be all on social media or calling you out your name or doing, I don't believe in all that stuff. So I handle dudes on a whole totally type of vibe than a lot of females were. A lot of young females, especially black women, you know, want to fight and do all that. Man, I ain't got time for all that. I done, you know, when I was younger and more of a hothead, I done pulled baseball bats and went around cars and pulled knives and all that stuff. Listen. I ain't finna go to the penitentiary for you. You touch my grandkids, my kids, I'm gonna lay you out and lay you down and go and sell Block C with Big Betty. But outside of that, you doing stuff to me and me acting all crazy, trying to be vindictive and hurt. Man, I ain't got time to give my life to the penitentiary for your ass. It ain't finna happen.
Man, so we have some comments. I didn't mean to cut you off. We have a bunch of them. T Small. Yeah. What they say?
She pimp tight. Pimp hard.
Okay.
Hey man, they got some good comments, man. You
I
gotta
have
read
another one.
comments,
Hey, I got another one, man. What they say?
But can he or she handle when they find out about the other doing the same? Woohoo! Yeah, yes. That's a good question.
Let me tell you something. I don't give no medicine I can't take myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
Period.
I heard that.
And understand this. Me being who I was because it was already done to me. Not saying that everybody would do stuff to me, but you got to understand that's what made me. You cannot take away from your life experiences. Everything good and bad that has happened in your life is what made you who you are. So I'm not going to take away from my bad experience or the good experience. They what made me who I was. Now you have three options when it come down to infidelities and living a certain type of lifestyle. You can go down the rabbit hole, you can cover the rabbit hole and act like it never existed, or you could acknowledge the rabbit hole and avoid it. Me, I chose to go down the rabbit hole at that point in my life, at that time in my life, earlier in my life. Now I just choose to acknowledge it, respect that motherfucker there, and just choose not to go down it. I try to avoid it and stay away from it. But being faithful and all that's a choice. That's not like something that you born with and you just, no. Everybody get tempted. If they tell you they never tempted, they's a damn lie. Everybody gets tempted to do something. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting tempted on a daily basis to do something, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Hey, you superhuman. You a super nigga or something. I don't know what's going on with you, but
slow clap.
I ain't like that.
Slow clap for that.
Hey, I know one thing. By listening to you talk, boy, you 100% Duval. You hear me? You hear me? That 100% Duval, that boy. 100.
What they say on the next comment, Smalls?
They said she can be greedy. You know what? It ain't nothing wrong with being greedy. It's okay. It's all right.
I brought that up when we did the Maintenance Man episode. Like, everything that I was saying, is a bunch of people saying, "Oh, you just a hoe," or "You just whatever." Like, I get that, right? But we can't charge these women no more, cause that whole she a hoe because 9 times out of the 10 times a nigga was like, "Hey, what about old girl right there? She a hoe." Come to find out, them niggas never did nothing, never touched none of them. Don't have none of her business. So don't go by what people say. Let people live. You can choose to live in the confines of what you think is supposed to make you happy. If you think you're supposed to be with one person for the rest of your life, you put that on God. I applaud you for that. But if you just choose to be out here playing with your own life, not playing with other people's life, if you honest, you can do whatever you want to do. Menage threes, thruples, whatever you want to call them.
He said thruples.
You know what I'm saying? That shit can exist, and it exists between people who communicate,
exactly.
People who talk.
I like that.
If you a super freak, stop playing like you ain't a super freak. Go ahead and have the conversation and stop wasting your time.
For real.
If you approve and you not gonna be about that freaky shit, and you know that nigga is, you are wasting his time.
Let him go. Let him go, sis. Let him go. If you ain't on the type of time he on, let him go. You gonna dodge a bullet. I'm telling you, because what's gonna happen?
Huh?
Give that man a round of applause.
For real.
I love that.
Please
I love it.
If you ain't working on the type of time he on, let him go. If you ain't working on the type of time she on, let her go. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be unnecessary drama, all type of mess, foolishness. You're gonna be getting cheated on and feel some type of way. You're gonna take it out on other people. Because I tell people all the time, women ain't the only one that carry baggage too. Sometimes men do too. Yeah. And they be damaged goods too. You know, coming into a new relationship, ain't cleared out some old stuff.
That is true.
I'm 45 years old. I ain't on that type of time, okay? I ain't got time.
I didn't know you was that old. I'm serious. I didn't know you was that old.
Wow.
Yes, sir. 1975.
They say y'all red women get old quick. You know what I'm saying?
I know. Look at here. What I told you was that salt water. Yeah. I thank God for that salt water, that salt life. I think that salt life was helping me.
Right. Hey, Smalls, we got a comment. What they say, bro?
Why would this nut tell you he cheated? I don't know why, man. I'm just trying to figure that out too. Like, why would you even offer information that ain't been even asked for?
I don't know. I guess the fool thought it was gonna get back to me. I have no idea. I don't know. Because I mean,
he was doing the right thing.
Yeah. Well, no. Whenever somebody tell on themselves, they've been going through it. They not sleeping. They not eating. Their hair falling out. One day you just got to give up the ghost. Fuck it. It's me. It was me. I was dirty. I ain't shit. I'm sorry. Just so they can get a good night's sleep.
Hey,
Man, look at him.
Hey, but guess what? Guess what? But he didn't know that she was about to call an audible at the line of scrimmage.
What? Hey, I threw a Hail Mary. I threw a Hail Mary on his ass.
Hey,
And he couldn't take it.
Hey, Small, we got one more right here. What they say?
I can't stand when a dude lie. They penis be acting like they hit that, be lying on their penis. They acting like they hit that and they ain't never even sniff you.
For real. For real. Like, come on. Dude,
Hey,
I'm like, women do not do that. Is not a woman. Women don't do that. Like, if anything, we trying to take the number down. You know what I'm saying? We like, yeah, we gonna divide that shit by 2.
Oh man,
you know,
man,
stuff like that. So
man, shout out to Meek,
thing.
man. Meek, you keep it real. Shout out to Meek, man. Go ahead, day in the morning.
I have something for you, Miss Nicole. Since you know, whatever you call your situation entanglement, I don't know what the hell it is. I'm confused. But whatever it is what it is. Have you ever had to kiss both of these dudes the same day?
No. Because one sailed and the other one didn't. So I was able to maneuver stuff around like that. It wasn't, no. It was never, I never had to deal with any of them in even a matter of a few days. You know, it was always kind of like, you know, it was stretched out. So, you know, it was.
I'm gonna kiss you on Monday, and then Wednesday I'm gonna kiss him. I'm gonna kiss him on Wednesday, and then Thursday I get back to
Thursday or Friday. Maybe Thursday or Friday.
Friday we're gonna have a little melee on Friday with him.
Hey, Small, the maintenance man. I can hear my grandmother now. She was still living. She probably said, "Boy, you better watch that little red heifer. You look like a cat."
You gotta let people do what they gonna do, cause like I always say, people be big on trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
My saying is, I trust people to be people.
They are.
You feel me?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Everybody gonna take whatever little sanctimonious stand they gonna take. I don't do this. I'm gonna judge her for being, and then you would find out if you could really get a glimpse into their life that they guilty of the things that they judging people for. So whenever I enter a relationship or a situationship, whatever the case may be, I'm not putting nothing on that. Like, we have a good time. I'm in the moment. You feel me?
Exactly.
Right.
I don't care what you do when you leave me. As long as it don't get back to me and it don't embarrass me, even if it gets back to me, if it don't embarrass me, I don't have an issue. You feel me?
Right.
Because I'm not giving you all the woo-woos. You feel me? I'm not promising you the moon, the stars, and the mountains and all that other shit from R&B song. So I don't have to judge you. You can go out. You can be who you want to be. Don't get caught in your lie. That's it. And even then, I'm still not going to beef with you. It's just kind of done. If I see you again, it's what's happening. But I know not to cross that bridge with you again.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
Let people be people.
Right.
For real. Seriously.
Mr. Cole, how many paychecks have you taken? I know you done took some damn checks.
So what now?
Some who?
How many paychecks have you taken? I know you done taken some checks.
Actually,
Tell us, keep it real. Yeah.
Actually, no. I can honestly say, probably out of all the women that I know, I honestly can say that I believe I am probably the one who has received the least amount of financial support or gifts or anything from men. Seriously. And I want to hit on that real quick too.
Go ahead.
Because this is something that I actually had a conversation with. I had a life coach a couple of years ago, and me and her was talking about a few things. And I told her, coming up, like I said, when my parents divorced when I was 5, they separated when I was 40. I think they divorced when I was 5. My dad has his own construction business, and he always make really good money. My father is and was, still is, because he's still here, still doing the same shit. He always showed love with money. I can never tell you a time in my 45 years that my father ever told me, I love you. I've never heard those words from my dad. My dad showed love through money. So when in my interactions with men, I didn't need the money. I wanted the validation, the love, just the intimacy, because my father he's old Mississippi bred, older dude, construction worker. It's not even that intimate, not sexually, but just that father-daughter bonding, intimate thing. I didn't have that with my dad. I used to go to my dad's house. We were cool, close and cool, especially before I started selling, because I love football. I go there and sit there and watch football with my dad, and we could talk about all this stuff. I watch National Geographics. My father loves that. Believe it or not, I sit here, I be watching the Lions and shit run around on TV. That's me. Me and my dad, we could go and we could talk about all of those shows, because sometimes I done been sitting in my house across town and can go talk to him the next day, and we were watching the same nature show at the same time. I'm just my father's child. But my father never showed love through intimacy, a hug, a kiss, or anything. My father, me and my sisters, my brother, all of us graduated high school. He never even came to a fucking graduation. He'd rather go work and make the money. And he showed love through money. So my dealings with men, and even now, it's like I deal with people, that I probably make a little bit more than them. And I'm not concerned about your finances. Your money is your money. My money is mine. Now, if we exchange gifts or something like that, then that's cool. But as far as me, I need something on the light bill. Nigga, I don't need your money on the light bill. My light bill was paid 2 weeks ago. What is we talking about? I've never been that person, to where I needed to even ask or anything like that. Yeah. Did I receive some gifts or stuff like that? Of course, but as far as having a handout or asking dudes for stuff, I never was that person. Not knocking anybody. Hey, baby, that's your hustle. That's what you do. Do what you do. But I never felt like a man had to pay to play, because I was playing too. Understand? I didn't see myself as the woman who was getting rode on. I was the woman doing the ride. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see myself as the female. He got to do for me. I wasn't her. I was Shem, she, him. I was Shem. I was still with dudes, but I was moving still like a dude. So that was the difference between me and them, and other women. I can't relate to that story. I never had a dude come in and pay my light bill. I never had a dude have to pay my rent. I never had that. I never needed that. And honestly, I don't want that. I want you. I want you. If you come with the money, if we gonna bust these bills down, that's a whole nother story. That's a situation that has yet to happen with me. I have never lived with a man. I've never, the conversations come up about should men pay this part of the rent and women pay, what the women pay. It's kind of unfair for me to answer it, because I never lived with a man. I never had to deal with that. I always pay my own shit. I pay my own way. That way, whether you come or go, baby, I'm going to be all right. And I think that was intimidating to some men, because they knew I didn't need them. But the thing was, I did need them, because I can't love me like you going to love me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like men get into that. Oh, she don't need me. Yes, I do.
I want to give a shout out to the young man who's dating Miss Nicole Donaldson. Don't fuck it up, please.
Hey, I'm gonna back it up. He got a hell of a job on his ass.
Hell yeah.
Like a Brahma bull. We have a comment right here. Smalls, what they say.
Do you think if your father should love other than do you think your father should love other than money, you would have been different? In other words, if you think your father showed you love, love instead of just showing it with money, you think he would have been different? Think it would have been different with you?
Maybe somewhat, but I still had those other influences from like my cousin and seeing my mother get cheated on outside of my father. So it was still other things that it wasn't just solely my dad. I mean, I think my dad, I probably would be different as far as wanting money from niggas. Yeah, that's the part right there with my dad not showing the love. He showed love through money. That's the part that changed me as far as that. And, I don't think the other part, the male mentality, I don't think that would have changed, because the money didn't have nothing to do with that. It was the love. That was the love part that was lacking. As far as me, my relationship with my dad, it wasn't, he just showed love through money. So I didn't ask niggas for money when I got older. I didn't care about your money. I don't care. And I still, right now to this day, I don't care about dating a dude that work at Pep Boys or someone like that. He's making an honest living. He's doing right. I ain't got to look over my shoulder and worry about nobody gunning us down or the cops pulling us over and finding a pound of weed in the trunk. I done been there, done that. I done lived that life. I done been on the other side of that. So I don't have a problem with having an honest dude that's, that's not making as much money as me. And that I don't judge your manhood by your bank account. I never
I'll
have.
take the weed charge. I'll take the weed charge. I ain't gonna send you down to the courthouse for that. I'm gonna go. Just come get me.
I'm telling you. And I think most of them know I think it's probably wiser that you let me go free, because I'm probably the one can come get you faster than your ass come get me. And that's just real talk.
Yeah.
So
through all that right there, you've seen your mom get cheated on and your dad is how he is. I have a 2-part question for you. How old is your dad?
my dad is, let's see, 68 now. He's 68.
That generation, they don't really show a lot of, it ain't just you. They don't show a lot of emotions.
That's real.
Yeah, it's real. For real. Yep.
That's nationwide.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just get your mind right.
Mhm.
I just started telling my father, just the exchange. I love you, Pop. Be good.
Yeah.
I just started having that interaction maybe in the last 3-4 years. When you young, that was a different breed. Anybody born in the 50s, south of Virginia,
Right.
it's gonna be hard pressed to make them cuddly niggas. You feel me?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's gonna be hard pressed because ain't no telling. I had to look at it like, if my pops was born 1954 on a dirt road in backwoods South Carolina, who knows what the fuck kind of shit he saw from
Before you
0 to 18 years old.
Right.
True.
You know
True.
what I'm saying? So all I know is a hardworking nigga. I never had a birds and the bees conversation with my dad. We never talked about girlfriends. There wasn't a real conversation about how you should treat a woman or nothing like that. And I don't hold it against him because now as a man, I understand you had other shit to worry about growing
Yeah.
up.
Right.
So you're not gonna be in touch emotionally like a lot of people are now. Everybody's sensitive now. Everybody's sensitive about shit they shouldn't even be sensitive about now.
Right.
But yeah, that's real. And it's for a lot of people in our age group. We probably all had the same parental experience. You feel me?
Yeah.
I did. The only intimate interaction I had was getting my ass whipped. I'm gonna be having shit.
Okay. If that
That's it.
counts.
That's it.
I just saw a question pop up that I would love to answer.
Go ahead.
Go
And
ahead.
I can't, it asked, I don't know, I can't remember who asked it, but
Okay, there you go.
Rudy Daly. Okay, have I ever wanted to be a wife? Yes. I still want to be a wife. My ultimate, I ain't gonna say ultimate goal is to be a wife. Like I'm just driven. Oh, I gotta be a wife. At one point I did question. I was like, okay, because I was feeling like, damn, wait a minute. I have been engaged before. But I was really young. We was really young. And I saw like people getting married and things like that. And I'm like, well, damn, I see some of my great aunts one in particular that has never been married. And I'm like, am I going to be like that? Am I going to have my father's name the rest of my life? Like, is this how it's supposed to be? And I thought back to when I was a young girl. And I, you kind of wanted to have the house, the husband and this and that. But like I said, it was tainted because I saw husbands doing all this reckless ass shit. But as I've gotten older, I just realized, you know what? Every relationship gonna have growing pains. It's not gonna be perfect. You gotta accept them for who they are and they accept you for who you are. And y'all make the best relationship that y'all can have together. Y'all could be perfect for each other and just work through whatever. I don't believe in divorce. I do not want, if I get married, I do not want to get divorced. We gonna fight, fuck, or whatever we gonna do, but we gonna squash it tonight.
Wow.
And you ain't going nowhere, I ain't going nowhere, and it is what it is. So I still want to be a wife, and I would love to be a wife. And yeah, that's just, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Are you
I can move
submissive?
one of these rings over, baby. It ain't nothing.
Are you submissive? Can you be submissive to a significant other you may
I am very submissive in my relationships.
The most black women are not. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I am very submissive.
Small's on the line. You can answer the question, Nicole. But Small's on the line.
Man, a lot of our sisters out there refuse And I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm saying that refuse to be submissive. It's only a few of them.
Mr. The maintenance man, what you think about that before she answers?
I feel like it's two parts to play in that whole submissive thing.
Yes.
I'm open-minded, bro. So this is how
Agreed.
I feel. This is how I feel. A woman, a strong black woman, is not gonna submit to a weak ass
man. Yes.
They not gonna submit to a weak ass nigga. So it's up to a man to put his foot down and make her believe it. And putting your foot down is not smacking nobody around, telling them what they got to do. You be you partnership, you get what you want, they get what they want. It is mutual respect. But if you a soft ass, simp ass, bitch ass, weak ass nigga, you're gonna have a problem.
For real.
Well, wait a minute now. But suppose they come out their daddy house with some coveralls on and a pitchfork. From the jump.
I don't care what you dressed as outside. When we get in this room and I turn these lights down, leave the overalls and the pitchfork outside. I need what's inside.
You know what? I have to agree with you. Like for me, like the word submissiveness, like I know how to be a virtuous woman, a virtuous wife. I believe I could be a virtuous wife. And being submissive, that's kind of a strong word, but I believe in the man is the head. I could be that neck. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I will hold him up. I like I said, I believe in looking up to a dude, you know, somebody that I'm dealing with. I don't look down. You know, if you give me a reason to look down, if you're going to be a nigga that get down, I'm going to have to look down. I ain't got no choice. But if you hold yourself up, I'm going to look up to you. I'm going to look up to you and you are the man. I don't care all of that. Oh, he got to make more and he got to do this. He got to do that shit don't define manhood. That defines wealth or how much money he got. That don't make him a man. He could be the richest dude walking and ain't nothing but old punk ass man in the house.
Word.
And let me tell you something. I done seen and been and did too much stuff to be messed up with a punk ass man. You know what I mean? I done had people to where I'm dealing with and I'm getting a little sassy. And they could kind of, it's funny, but they could kind of look like how your mama used to look at you, give you that look. And I'm like, okay, you got it, bro.
I heard
because
that.
You the man. I'm not finna be with all that rah rah rah. You know. I mean,
it's not misinterpreted, man. Like dominant, submissive. Dominant is not noise. It's not loud. It's not anger. It's owning the moment, owning the room, being able to make people understand what you're saying. Sometimes without you saying it. Like she just said, it's a look it's a look I could give somebody and be like, look, I'm not playing with you. Like, and it's not for you to bow down and roll over. If you want the smoke, you about to get it. That's what the look is telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of people out there, period. They fake, they lie about who they are. They not as confident as they portray. You know what I'm saying? They everything behind this glass. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But when you meet them in person, you can't. It's shadows of the person that you talk to online. I'm gonna be me 24/7 on this. I'm gonna talk that shit. When I go to the gas station, I'm gonna talk that shit. When I pull up at the light bill place, I'm gonna talk that shit. Like this is just who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So
what I am is. I am the skeleton. Me and Smalls talked about this because I'm gonna tell you, get the mic. Call me the skeleton.
Yeah.
What that mean? Explain that, brother.
I done did a lot of shit and taking it to the grave, so just call me the skeleton.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, that closet full of bones.
Full of all kinds of
shit. Yeah.
Hey,
you might open it one of five of them might fall out. God damn.
Right.
You ain't live long enough. If you ain't got that closet, you ain't live long enough.
For sure.
Everybody got a minimum of 3 bones. If you lived a half a life, you got 3 secrets that you don't want nobody to know.
Hold up, bro. That's just a bone. A bone ain't nothing. We talking about a whole skeleton, bro. A bone ain't got nothing.
I ain't got no whole skeleton, but I got a couple bones.
You got a couple bones?
I got a couple bones.
Got some bones, huh?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Because I'm an open book. First off, I'm gonna let you have it. I don't do shit too out of character where I can't just admit it. You feel me?
Right.
Yes.
But it might be 2 or 3 women out there that ain't got nothing good to say about me.
Well,
Yeah.
did you deserve it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Honestly, there you go.
G shit.
It's your fault all day long.
When it is, I'm gonna own it. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna argue with you back and forth and be lying about it for weeks when I could just be like, yeah, I did that shit. My bad. You accept? No? All right then.
My favorite word is I plead the fifth. F-I-F.
F-I-L.
That's real there when you do the fifth.
Yeah.
Did y'all have any more questions? Did y'all see anything else people were saying or comments or whatever?
Let me see. I think I'm gonna squeeze one more in there for you that has some substance. Let's see.
They
what
like you.
They
I ain't had as many questions. Nobody gave a fuck about the maintenance man.
check this shit out right here. I gotta play it. What they say?
I'm gonna just say you are Mason. You taking a lot of shit to the grave. Shouts out to my brothers. Shouts out to the brothers.
Yeah.
Some more it be.
I tell you
Some
what.
more it be.
To say the things that you've been going through and you went through. I mean, you persevered and you look, very good for your age. And we can't say you don't look run down and you don't look like you have a lot of miles on you either.
I'm trying to hold it together.
Yeah, you keeping
I got an overhaul.
down.
I went and got an overhaul.
You keeping the mileage down. I see that.
I'm telling you. I got a little body work, a little overhaul.
Yeah, if shit don't work out though, I'm turning over a new leaf. You feel me?
Oh, hey, you sound like you praying on. You gonna pray tonight that it don't work out.
Oh no, I ain't gonna pray. I ain't gonna pray. What's for her is for her.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Nicole a round of applause.
Look at her. She's a bad mama down.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the maintenance man a round of applause.
Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. That was his home.
Hey, bro, that's true about you. Sorry about that.
I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it.
I know that's right.
We enjoyed everybody with another edition of Let's Talk Under the Tree. T Smalls, what you got?
Look, man, we all got to know who Miss Nicole Donaldson is. Who she is tonight got me lost for words. To the young man out there, the lucky young man out there dating Miss Nicole Donaldson. Don't fuck it up, please.
Please don't.
We got to know Miss Donaldson. From what we was told, she'll lick your face like a cat. Toe cracker. She's down for the, get down and love you, whoever she with. And that's the main thing. And we have come to a conclusion that these red girls are some good.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. In the world, they're not arrogant.
All my sisters, red, brown, butter pecan, chocolate, milk chocolate, they all beautiful. Everybody got it inside.
They making a comeback, bro.
They're making a comeback.
They making a comeback, bro.
Red women always been the shit. Stop that.
Uh-oh.
They always been.
Oh Lord. Listen, please don't do that. Please don't.
No. I'm not saying in place of any other shade of brown.
But hold up.
But to say that y'all had a downtime or nobody was checking for light-skinned women, that's bullshit.
Well, but hold up.
Okay, I can take that. I know the men fell off at one time. The men fell off. They tried to make a little comeback, but I don't know how strong that's gonna go.
Yeah, they not back. They not back.
one of my aunts passed away a few years back. She was your complexion or a little lighter. She told me to my face she was on that, that drink. He said she don't want no red balls on her.
That's usually how it be too.
I mean,
that's how it be.
That is how it is.
Yeah.
That is how it is. Trust me.
Yeah. Well, we had a good time. Mr. Smalls, take us out with a little prayer for everybody.
God, I thank you for the fellowshipping. Thank you for Miss Nicole Donaldson taking time out of her busy schedule to talk under the tree with us. Yes. May you guide her and lead her in a good path and keep all negativity out of her way as we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I appreciate that.
Y'all stay on for about 30 seconds after we get off here. And y'all be, careful out there with the coronavirus tomorrow. Buckle up.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Yeah, Mr. Smalls, I'm not going to play it tonight. He has a story about some kind of funky mask, but that's his business. Looks like a pair of damn drawers that he had on his face. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. If Miss Nicole want to see it, all she got to do is pull the trigger.
Hey, I plead the FIF.
FIF.
Mr. Nicole, you want to see it? You want to see it?
Oh, Lord. Oh,
yes.
Lord.
Let me see the mask.
Ladies, if y'all ain't right up under them panties, fellas, wear your mask. Wear your mask. What good is there having icing with no cake, bro? Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
Now, do you think that's a pair of drawers?
Hey, man, you crazy, man.
I mean, what you think? You're a female. You think that's a pair of drawers?
They look like they could pass for some.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Well mask.
Right. Y'all have a good night. We out of here. Peace and blessings to everyone. Be safe during the holidays. Until the next time.
Happy holidays.
Let's talk under the tree. Another episode with T Smalls, the maintenance man. I'm Mr. Palmer, and that's Miss Nicole, and we out of here.
All right.